Well, good afternoon, fellow patriots. The conservative patriot here. Hope you guys like my flags, American flags. Oh yeah. Anyway, guys, we got lots to talk about in this video, and I finally figured out why YouTube is acting the way they are. It's because Google is making them do that. And you guys are probably already aware. This is not breaking news. But a Google engineer actually came out and exposed Google for the bias. And can you believe that though? One of the Google engineers from Google exposes Google. That right there tells you that there's a lot that we don't know, and you definitely. And so put it this way. I've been reading articles, and yeah, you know how that goes. And I was actually reading one that says that they don't want another Trump situation. This is from Google. Yeah, they don't want this guy to win. So basically, I was just watching Fox News. I know sometimes they can be, like, what are you doing, Fox? But most of the time, I always watch it, Tucker Carlson or Sean Hannity, or the conservative people. Not that, Anyway, he was basically talking about how Google wants to hack the 2020 election. I'm like, really? Whoa, seems like we got a liberal Google that doesn't like this guy. So, a lot of stuff is making sense as to why YouTube is acting the way they are. It's because Google is making them do this. So I can't really blame YouTube at this point. I just put two and two together, and it makes total sense why they're doing this. It's because Google wants it. And they want to censor conservatives. Anybody that they don't agree with, basically. You guys already seen this happen. But you have to be a rocket scientist to figure out what they're up to, So, being worth over $770 billion. I mean, do the math here. So that's their agenda, to hack the 2020 election, so that way one Democrat wins the election. Well, I hate to tell you, they tried doing that in 2016. Well, it's the Clinton Foundation. We already know that. I did read a post. I actually watched the Black Conservative Patriot. If you guys don't watch that guy, please do. He's very informative. He keeps us up to date what's going on. What type of news is going on today, and he's saying there's going to be major indictments coming today, so hopefully he's right, because these people that put the Trump administration through this god-awful hell for the last 2.5 years. This was the biggest hoax perpetuated on a sitting president. Actually, he was just a citizen at the time. But you guys already knew that. But this is just a political hit by the Democrats, by the far left, mainstream media. And I noticed that Google has some ads that have swears in it. They say inappropriate words. I actually pointed out to YouTube. They are aware of it. They have swears in their ads now. But it's okay for them to have swears in their thing. Of course, they bleeped it out, but still, that defeats the purpose. So this is why YouTube is behaving the way it is now. Is because Google is making them do this. If it makes sense. Google's making YouTube do these policies to follow their agenda. That's it. Excuse me. That's why YouTube is behaving the way it is now, because it's not because they want to make the advertisers happy. It's because you guys need to understand something. Google owns YouTube. They own it. It's like their son. So whatever Google tells them to do, they gotta do. I just told you guys what you need to hear. There you go. So Google is making YouTube doing these policies because they don't like what certain people say on their platform. My initial thought is to this theory is if they have YouTube Kids, then why don't they just put the algorithm to adults like teenagers and adults on the main site, and then just have the kids that are like too young for the site stay off it. It's that simple. They have YouTube Kids, for crying out loud. It's like, you know, that's why YouTube Kids was created, for those types of kids. You know? So that's why I put two and two together. And that's why YouTube is acting the way it is. Because it's Google who is screwing up the algorithm. That decides the algorithm of your content or whatever. They're the ones who decide who it goes out to and who it doesn't go out to. There you go. So that's why a lot of people on YouTube aren't getting much traction, is because Google is not pushing out their videos. So if they don't like it, like, who cares? You know? So, so kudos to that Google engineer for speaking out and speaking the truth, which we probably already knew anyway. But to be honest with you, I don't feel safe, and I don't think it's right that these big tech companies share my personal information with the world. Nobody needs to know anybody's business. Okay? That's violating my rights. Facebook, for starters. So, a lot of crazy stuff is happening right now, guys. I'm sure you guys are well aware of that. It's just, I just figured out why YouTube is acting the way it is, and that's the reason. Because Google is making them make these policies that destroy everything, and it makes it so that nobody could get, seen or noticed because of this guy, that President Donald John Trump. That's why they're behaving this way. And I think I get in depth with that too. The reason why you should vote Republican is because if you want to get things done, this is the only way you gotta do it. Because the Democrats are a do-nothing party. They don't want to do what's best for America. They only want to do what their agenda allows. That's open borders. Like I've been saying this, guys. Open borders. Higher your taxes to the point where you end up just like Venezuela. And so much other stuff. They just want to tax you to death, basically, and control you. Control what you do in your life. And the reason why Trump chose Keep America Great, Keep America Great, is because America is great right now. And like I said in the other video, in order for it to stay great, we have to make it happen. So that's what's going on with Google. That's my thoughts on it. I think it's absolutely makes sense. I just put two and two together, not even 2 minutes ago. And I'm like, okay, so this is why YouTube's acting the way they're acting. So it makes total sense. That's why they're censoring conservatives and all this other stuff, because Google is making them. Google owns YouTube again. They own it. They own Google. I mean, they own Google. Owns YouTube. So that's why YouTube is behaving like this, because Google is telling them to. That's it. Otherwise, this wouldn't be happening. I mean, how do you explain that censorship and banning videos for no reason, or um, banning conservatives on this platform? It's all Google. Follow the money trail. Follow who's doing it, and there you go. You'll find it. What's going on, folks? But the stated course, I know there's a lot of, Trump supporters who are unsure of. Let me explain something to you people, to everybody. Trump is not perfect, okay? Nobody is. But he's done exactly what he said he was going to do on the campaign trail. Promises were made and promises were kept. Okay? Mainstream media would love nothing more to destroy this man's life and destroy you, the American people, and keep you under their spell, their control. That's what the Democrats also want you to do. They want to keep you under their control so you have no say in anything. They want to take away your Second Amendment. They want to take away everything that is America. That's why Republican is the best way to go. If you live in my state of Massachusetts, get off the Democratic plantation. They don't do nothing for you. Nothing. It's there's 21% or 22% conservatives in the state, and we're part of that region. The rest is all liberal. It's very sad, So I'm saying to all Massachusetts residents, wake up, because the Democrats are going to do nothing for you. Zero. All they want to do is tug at your heartstrings, tell you what you want to hear, and that's all you're gonna hear. That's all you're gonna get. If you actually want to see what's going on in this world and see what's going on in the political world, turn on the conservative outlet. Get out of that trance. Get out of there. %21% conservatives in the state. That's it. Versus 35% liberal. You gotta wake up, people. That's all I gotta say. It's just, so great that this country was once, united. Now it's so divided. Not because of him. You gotta follow who actually started the division in the first place. It was the Obama administration. He was at the start of it. Obama started it before he left office. That's why there's so much hatred going on, like Antifa mobs and all this other stuff, anti-Trump protesters. Who do you think is paying them? The Democrats. They're paying them to cause all this hatred, beat the living crap out of Trump supporters. I don't support that at all. We need to come together as a nation. This is what our forefathers created this nation in 1776. The Declaration was signed on July 4th, 1776. If they saw how this country was right now, they would roll over in their grave. Not even kidding. They would roll over in their grave if they saw how this country was run today. It's disgraceful. what President Trump wants to do, he wants to make peace with everybody. He wants to make deals that benefit us and other countries. That's another point I wanted to get out there too. I see there was a liberal in the last video. There was a good person. I actually heard this stuff. This is what the Democrats want to do. They want to keep you under their control by the MSM, mainstream media, CNN, MSNBC, ABC News, all these fake news outlets. That's what they want to do. Is attack this man's life until he's gone. Well, guess what? He's not going nowhere. 20 credit crumbs, he's got to still be there. Period. Alright, that's so not good at my door. This is why I like Trump so much. Is because the man's not perfect. I mean, let's just be real. But the vision he had for this country, what he brought to this country was hope. America is dead. Very dead. For the Obama administration. Now look at it. It's booming economy, best in 51 years. Lowest unemployment rate, 6 million new jobs created, and all this other stuff. He's getting us make better deals with the world that benefit both parties, which is either from China or Japan, or any country that wants to trade with us fairly. Right now we're having a little issue with China, but hopefully that works out. I think it will work out. I really do think it will work out. So, get off the Democratic plantation, snap out of it, wake up people. If you want some truth, go to those conservative networks. And I'm going to let this video go now. That's it, man. That's why YouTube is behaving like this, is because of Google. That's it. Now, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out, man.